Hey y'all, for our little mandolin music theory lesson for the weekend, we're going to stick with modes. And as we discussed last week, modes are really very easy. We did the Dorian last week. This time we'll do the Lydian. Now the Lydian, also very simple. It starts on the fourth note of a major scale, but it raises that fourth note a half tone. Now this is where we can sort of begin to understand the utility of modes. This sounds very different than a C major scale. I mean, right? We're going to start on the fourth note and go. So starting on the F sharp. We've only altered one note of the scale. That makes it good for playing over any fourth, any chord with a sharp fourth or a sharp 11. But you can also play it over just a major chord. You've altered one note. You could also think of the sharp fourth as a flat 5. And of course we have many like minor 7 flat 5 chords, so you find in jazz. You don't really find them in most other genres of music, but when you see one like that, you know, oh, I can play the Lydian mode over that. Now in that case I'd want to probably flat the third, because it's a minor chord as well. But if I'm just playing a few notes of it, and let's see, we could flat the 7 on that too. Let's say it was a minor 7 flat 5. I mean, real simple, right? So let's just do it again. We're going to start and end on that F sharp. And that's it. Yeah, and it's really that simple. And it just gives you more colors you could add. Yeah, see that time I went from sort of like a natural to the mode. See how it started with a G to E. Second time I went through, I went for the F sharp D. It just changes the way it sounds. And it just kind of leaves it unresolved, just kind of hangs out there. Super simple. All right, so I'll just go one more time. I think you got the idea. Starting with the F sharp, G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp. And back down. I'll just play around with it, fool around with it. Get the sound of it in your ear, and you'll find a place for it at some point when you're jamming or you're playing along with a song that uses chords that have, whether you want to look at it as a sharp fourth or a flat 5, and alter it as you go if you're going to play, if you want to emphasize other notes of that chord. Unless you're playing an augmented chord. No, that would be well, a flat 5 chord. We discussed flat 5 chords before. You wouldn't necessarily play all 7 notes of the Lydian mode. But if you're playing, like I said, a minor 7 flat 5 or flat sharp 11, which, yeah, okay. Anyway, I don't want to get too into the weeds here or I'm going to end up confusing myself. But it just gives you that other option. It just kind of hangs out there. Leaves it kind of unresolved. It builds a little tension, like when you then move into your next phase of your solo, because you've got that tension hanging out there. The ear's waiting to hear that resolved. It wants to know where you're going next, and that's the fun thing about the Lydian mode, and that'll be true of several of the modes we'll get into. But as I always say, modes are not difficult. Modes are not complicated. They're just another way of playing a major scale. That's it. It just gives you more tones, more colors you can use. And it's a very colorful mode. Anyway, y'all, have a great week. I'll talk to you next time. If you got any questions or comments, email me, judson@judsoncarroll.com, or leave a comment or question in the comment or question section under the video, and I'll get right back with you. Have a great week, and I'll talk to you next time.